DOZHATOLDYA.COM.
I know my brother Charles in heaven like don't stop, kid. Made it out the mud, it took a lot for me to stand in it. How you niggas make it out the hood but left your mans in it? The broke boys turning to dope boys, and then the dope boys turning them bosses. Went from 100 to the back of a Rolls Royce. Now we gon' ball until we go in the coffin and say, nigga, we made it. Yeah, we survived the pandemic and the crack in the 80s.
You still here, baby.
And if they never celebrated, you was happy belated. Cause I made it, you made it, we made it. I made it, you made it, we made it. I made it, you made it, we made it. Yeah, yeah. I'm from the west side of Montgomery, well, we ain't watch no TVs. Uncle was cooking dope. I was out there slanging CDs. Just a couple bloods, a lot of Crips and plenty GDs. Same niggas beefing, play ball when we were pee-wee. Free my cousin Jesse, DeMarcus, and free G-Weed. Never fuck with Jakes unless it's State Farm or TD. That boy who killed my cousin in the ocean with the seaweed. They told me I wasn't shit, I made an A, 2 B's, and 3 C's. Wanna cancel me cause they want kings, I here to be queens. Justifying whole shit, these kids ain't even preteens. Take the black man out the house when he just 16. So all we got is hoop dreams, a rap singing these 16. I said the broke boys turning to dope boys, and then the dope boys turning them bosses. Went from 100 to the back of a Rolls Royce. Now we gon' ball until we go in the coffin and say, nigga, we made it. Yeah, we survived the pandemic and the crack in the 80s. Yeah, and if they never celebrated, you was happy belated. Cause I made it, you made it, we made it. I made it, you made it, we made it. I made it, you made it, we made it. Yeah.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dame Doja. If you're looking to get your interview done or be a guest host on our podcast, hit us up at DOZHATOLDYA@gmail.com. Bump what you heard. Remember who told you? It's Doja told you.
Hey, it's your boy Dame Doja, man. DOZHATOLDYA.com presents the Doja Told You podcast. Number 101. 101. We got a special guest in the building today. Ever since I met him, you know, he had one of them, from his first day I met him, he had like a talent that just, it was like he had superhuman abilities when it came to making music, man. He wrote the music well. He could rap or sing the record, and that's a deadly combination. And then, you know, I don't know if you must have just played sports or whatever it is, but the confidence, you know what I'm saying, the bravado, you know, is through the roof. So that's going, you know what I'm saying, take you places. Definitely might take you some places. But, yeah, man, but you more than all that, man, you've been a real solid dude from day one, man. Like, real, we don't really want to use the word humble too much. But for what it's worth, you know, sometimes you could just be real and some folks are going to call it humble, but, you know, you just be a real human being. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You could just be a real human being every now and then, man. But nah, man, but just knowing you over the years, man, you've always came through like, you know, real friend though, man. Real solid. Yeah. Tabius Tate, man. We got him in the building today, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my round of applause together.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Let me get that round of applause together.
Those awards. I'm proudly accept this award.
Nah, but yeah, man. Super talented, super solid. But, you know, let them folks know what you got going on, because, man, I'm really digging the song. You know, it's really like this is your time of year really to drop, even though you dropped a little earlier than you dropped early in the year.
Yeah.
But the Valentine's type of time, so it actually was very, you know, actually perfect that you came through on the 101, man. So I appreciate it first and foremost. And yeah, man, we on 101, man. In case you don't know, this is like podcasting 101. You know,
sure.
It's we've been doing it for quite some time over here at Doja Told You Podcast, and you know, it's hard work to come together, as a team, with me and my supporters and even friends, even shout out to AAD Studios, here. It'd be hard work to like come here every day and do this, or every week and do it to get to a certain level. So, I just wanted to kind of like flex a little bit because, after doing the 100th episode, it was like, damn, I had to look back and be like, damn.
Man, let's get this episode 101, man. Let's get another round of applause. Man.
Let's get another, yeah.
Come on, man. To see our people, that's big, man. Sometimes you gotta clap for yourself sometimes, man. I'm gonna clap with you today, man.
Yeah, man. I just had to like sit back, and I appreciate all the love, folks that sent me some love or whatever. I appreciate y'all. It was great. So then we went into the Super Bowl, and then that's when it all went down. That's how the week started. You know what I'm saying? It all went down. But nah, man, we coming off the 100th episode. So on 101, it's legendary to have Tabius Tate on the show. In case y'all don't know, whatever, you obviously probably done watch some TV because I don't watch much, but I know y'all ain't like me. Y'all have seen Love and Hip Hop, and you see the ladies' man over here or whatever, But now it's Valentine's Day, so I guess I'm supposed to ask you some Valentine's Day questions.
That's cool. Know
what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Valentine's Day week.
Yeah, day late, dollar short.
Day late, dollar short. But I was still out there, bargain shopping.
Yeah, for sure.
I was, I announced it. I announced it as a, a little bit, but at the same time, shit, why not? I was like, hey, wait, what y'all got out there?
Like spaghetti.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
A day later, it's warm. Yeah.
I hope she wants some, half-price chocolate.
For sure.
It's still good, I love my chocolate though, man. I love my chocolate women. I feel like it's a lot going on within the culture.
Mm-hmm.
And Valentine's Day is actually one of those things that kind of lets you see what's really going on. Sometimes it kind of alerts you, or at least for me, it alerted me on a different level because I'm on social media, and it's almost like the catalog changed. It's almost like the drapes. It's like the drapes changed to here. Like, my, well, they changed the drapes all of a sudden on social media,
Oh, yeah.
We was just all covered up and now it's
a little different.
Yeah. It's summertime in the middle of the winter a little bit, man. Cause they got it spicy off, on the social media with the marketing, and they got some heavy marketing going on over here, man. The women of 2024 got a different type of marketing, man.
Man, it's different out here for sure.
Definitely a different type of marketing, and you then have to think like, well, damn, who is that really for?
Yeah, who is that?
You're gonna be thinking sometimes. I just find myself thinking sometimes. I'd be like, well, if it's been a beautiful Valentine's Day, like it probably or maybe or should have been, who is that really for though? Like they had the annual photo shoot on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was yeah.
That's what's that's I ain't complaining about it. I don't know if I'm complaining. I just have questions. That's So I don't know. Like I just noticed that. Like there's the, you got the birthdays, you got the New Year's,
Annual Valentine's shoot.
The Valentine's, the annual one.
I seen a lot of women with their friends, like their female friends, and like with a lot of parties and a lot of photo shoots. I think those are the women that talk to like multiple men, and they was like, "Yo, we ain't gonna do nothing today. I'm gonna be with my girls today because I don't want to put." You feel me?
They had photo shoots on Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
they probably already had it.
Some of them, it looked like some of them was shooting right then. You feel me? Hell yeah.
It's a highly marketable day.
Yeah, put the money back in the economy.
Yeah,
just like the other holidays.
Definitely, man, and that's what I seen this week. I was looking around like, oh man, it's a lot. you know, it's out there. And, you know, I can't say that I'm complaining because, you know, I appreciate it. But I just wonder, you know, if that's like a single thing, or is that just, does that mean now, you know, or is that like a professional thing? So it's like I have to like release this as my content. Like, are the women really just selling us content to dupe who they gonna dupe? You know, ball till they fall, and then love on, I guess, who they choose to love on. I guess that's a safe way of saying they do what they, you know, what they want to do. Or, you know, shout out to the slut walk. Shout out to, you know, Amber and them. But nah, I don't know. It's kind of like, that's the thing, like, you know, and I'm like, I like it, but I don't know if I would like it if I was on a certain side of it. And then we also had a situation in the Super Bowl. But before we get to all of that, you know, that was just kind of like my intro of Valentine's Day or whatever, what I did observe. I kind of take it back before Valentine's Day. But before that, man, you've been putting it down on the music tip, and you got a new single, I Made It. What made you come with the, because you know it's election year, so you got a real, like I said, I meant that, it's like a real campaign record. You know, they might bring Obama back a third time with that one. That record. You know what I'm saying? But nah, let's just speak on that, man. You know, your music, passion of music. You know, what kind of drive you to still kind of like make such positive music? I mean, I ain't gonna call it like that. Like, I ain't trying to call it like that.
No. It's cool. It's cool. I think my music is very much so inspirational and uplifting, and it give you that feel, like, you know when the day's like cloudy outside or something, and it brings like that. It brings sun to the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's, like, it's hard. It's it's hard trying to go find that motivation nowadays with the music being so microwave. So, you know, I have to find something within that, like, okay, man, you really love this shit. You gotta really love it. You know what I'm saying? So,
but yeah, that's also, you know, it's basically a record that you have to. For me, I have to tell you, you got to push that record forever.
Yeah, you got to push it forever. It's a. I try to make music that's gonna last forever at this point. You know, unless I'm creating for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? As far as writing a record for someone else, but as far as my music goes, I got to create music that's gonna last. That's gonna leave a legacy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so my kids can eat off of it, my nieces, nephews, and family members. I ain't got no kids, but when I have kids, I'm sure, you know, they can eat off it forever.
Definitely legacy. So, Karma of a Heartbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
And what kind of space were you in when you made that album?
I was in a very creative space. I was around a lot of creative people, but at the same time, actually a lot of those records on there was created like over time. So, you know, I had some of the records like 4 years old before I put them out, but they still, you know, still was relevant. You know what I mean? Like Bring Love Back. The New Kings record was, you know, had Nick Grant on there, and when I was down, Irie Scott. Shout out to Irie doing his thing right now. Yeah, so, you know, I was in a space where I didn't have to search for the creativity. I was just already there. Then I was fresh off of Love and Hip Hop, so it was kind of easy. It was kind of like smooth transition with that record, with that album.
Word.
Yeah, that's my prize album right there. I love that album.
And so, yeah, in case, you know, it's still that season right now, you know. So I kind of like was approaching it towards more of you know, not to throw the love out there, but that bring love back. That's what I decided. You know, I was like, okay, ain't no reason, you know, to really kind of hate on what you want to hate on. You know, you just choose what you want to see, and or you know what you want to be around. Like you choose your energy.
Your energy. Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
And but shit, we could bring love back still.
Always. That's the brand. That's the BringLoveBack.com. People ask me like, what's your brand? Like, my brand is love. You know what I'm saying? I feel like at the end of the day, love is the only thing that's gonna conquer everything. You know, you can have plenty of disagreements, but when you put love in it, okay, you got this opinion about it, you got this opinion about it. Keep your opinions. And you know, at the end of the day, love gonna solve everything. That's gonna be the common ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a lot of
tough now.
It's a lot of hatred out here, man. There's a lot of hatred too, but you know, I try to combat it. I try and combat it with as much love
as possible. It's hard, man. Loving is hard, bro.
And I feel like by doing that kind of be like that's kind of on my mantra to where I feel like, okay, I'm doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard for me to hold a grudge, but at the same time, I forgive, but I don't forget.
Yeah, trust me. That's a tough one. Like, I understand that too. Like,
but you know, we 101, so I'm gonna bring love back.
Yeah, you gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. I know it's hard to, you know, to forgive. Forgiving is hard. That's one of the hardest things to do. But in order for you to be at peace, you gotta forgive, bro. It's tough. I've been there. I'd have been robbed before, you know, talked about, you know. So it's like, hey, man, it's forgiving is tough, man, especially when somebody cross you.
Yeah, it got to be worth it though, and you got to do it on. I feel like I just come with my time with it, and I isolate and separate, but I don't always need to do that. But that's kind of my thing, because I trust myself.
For sure. If I gotta forgive you though for something you've done, I really don't need to be around you. So me not out of sight, out of mind, I'm not gonna be around you anywhere if I gotta forgive you for something that you've done that's wild. So you know,
right.
Like, so my way of forgiving you is staying away from you. That way I ain't gotta see you. I don't have to converse with you. And that's just what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna hate you, because hating, that's gonna cause a lot of pressure on the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then do more damage to you.
Exactly.
So then you gonna get.
I'm not gonna hate you.
Anything.
Yeah. So I can't let you control me. You know what I'm saying? He who angers you control you. So therefore, I'm not gonna hate you. It's gonna, you know, put damage to my heart, and I'm trying to live a healthy, wealthy life. So therefore, I'm not gonna hate you.
Yeah, man. Preach it.
For sure. Let that. You gotta get that hate out your heart, man. Cause that hate, man, you know, it'll ruin you, bro. And we late in the ball game. It's too late in the ball game for us to be worrying about spilt milk. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's you know, sometimes I have to go back and watch these interviews and listen to myself, because the industry I'm in, it'll make me, you know, I definitely want to hate people, and they'll look at you like, oh, you bitter, or, you know, people gonna steal from you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, I know we're gonna get into that, but it's like, yo, it is what it is, man. It's cool. Like, there's more to come. You feel me?
So I know that the folks don't know, but now, like, I'm gonna just kind of ask some basic questions, kind of real quick, just to you know, touch everything up. You've wrote for artists. You've had your own deals.
Correct.
You've been on a major network as far as you know, reality shows.
Major.
And you still rock independent too.
Yep, definitely.
And right now it's like, you know, being that you can kind of observe and learn and experience so many different channels of the game.
Mm-hmm.
What was the bag like as far as like what was the purpose is what I'm actually looking for, I guess, and my question for you is mostly promotion, so to speak, I guess I would say. But besides what would you like see yourself always doing? I mean, obviously.
I always see myself in the business world, and at least like I always see myself like behind my brand, Bring Love Back, regardless if I'm doing music or not, if I'm on the sideline, and I try to put myself in a position where I can inspire. So if I can kind of like help some of these kids navigate through this the turmoil that's in the music industry, or any type of industry that, you know, that may require you to feel like, you know, like you got to do certain things to get in there. Like, I'm gonna let them know that you ain't got to sell your soul.
Yeah.
Keep your morals, you know, put God first, whatever you do, and make sure your morals intact, you good. If it feel like it's morally wrong, 9 times out of 10 is wrong. So, you know, you don't want to go there. You can always do it on your own. With the way the internet runs, you don't need too many people. You don't need a lot of people with this, man. You need 5 good people.
And a plan.
And a plan. You feel me?
How you gonna, you know?
Out of those 5, you make have you 3. Y'all gonna get it done. Trust me.
Okay. What you feel about the talent versus the popularity conversation more so?
Oh, I seen that.
Like they say, you know, there's a couple of things that's based off that question, but some folks say, you know, you have to have clout to more so push your music and push your product.
I think you need both, but here's the thing. Sometimes with the talent, you're gonna get the clout. Make sense?
Yeah.
So you take a talented person, so that's like, let's say basketball, for instance. You take Zion Williams and you take Ja Morant. They from South Carolina. Nobody knew about them. Nobody knew about Ja until he went to Murray State. So when he got to Murray State and showed out, they was like, wow. He wasn't ranked high in high school. Nobody knew about him. He barely went to Murray State.
Yeah.
So that's equivalent. Murray State like Jacksonville State, bro. Like, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Alabama State.
I see where you're going now.
You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you put the talent in the right place, you're gonna get the clout. It's gonna prosper. You feel me? You know, same with Zion. He wasn't ranked high. I remember like yesterday, people was like, who's this kid from South Carolina? I was like, yo, I was on the internet like, yo, who managed you? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, popular people they just popular, man. Talent gonna beat popularity all the time, because especially if talent, now you gotta look at it like this. If somebody who's popular, if they work hard, of course they're gonna be somebody who can just rap. It's a lot of dope rappers out here. I know a lot of them. I know, you know.
I mean, but when you have talent, you do have. I guess you can have popularity, but clout is just a difference, because you could be popular, but
trash.
You cannot have clout.
Exactly.
Like some folks just have the access. I wouldn't necessarily call them. They like past popular, but of course they're popular because most folks, and that's kind of where the conversation really originated from with the Mos Def and Drake thing, more so, because it's not really bad to be popular, like even to the level that you make pop music. You know what I'm saying, to what they say, you know, quote unquote pop music, because any genre of music can be pop. You know, it's all meant to be popular.
Popular, yeah, exactly.
You know, that's kind of like the promotion and the attitude behind, you know, people that are talent in the music industry.
Yeah.
And
What did he say about dude? What Mo said? He said
he said, you know, most
he wasn't
say
hip hop or some shit like that.
but the question was Drake hip hop, and then he did say Drake makes pop music.
I think he can make pop music.
He didn't say that Drake wasn't hip hop, but by saying the latter, which can both be true, that he make hip hop, and some of it he has the ability to make pop music.
Yeah, and everybody can't make pop music, but dude definitely is hip hop.
Yeah,
Dude know how to tap into all the markets. You know, he can do a record with 21, an album with 21, album with Future. If he wants to, he can do an album with Hove and hold his own.
an album with Bad Bunny if he wanted to.
You feel me? So he's just overall, dude's a genius. I can't take that away from dude. Dude's talented, man. Like, they can let that rest. Drake is very talented. It is what it is. You don't get many of those in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we're gonna get dude his flowers, man. Give him some claps or something.
Yeah.
And J. Cole, man. Shout out to them boys.
But, you know, you in that struggle of being, I guess, popular and being around a lot of popular people, because to me that's what I kind of look at reality shows, that they're more so
they're not talented at all. They're very popular, bro. That's it.
It's a popular thing, but it can be talented people. And you know, Candy is a very talented person that's you know, in reality shows. I'm just gonna say just one person, but you know, there can be that. Again, you can gain that talent, or you can gain that popularity through your talent, and with the internet, you can gain popularity, you know, on the adverse of talent sometimes.
Exactly.
So it's definitely an interesting perspective that you kind of like see now in music and movies and TV, that you'll have somebody that's uber talented, but you'll have also somebody that, you know, just may have more clout, and that kind of makes the conversation kind of, you know, would you rather have the talent or would you rather have the clout? And of course, it's the drive at the end of the day, and the decision of, you know what I'm saying, make that plan and kind of put that project out. Or when you're making music, like, why are you making the music? What are you gonna really do it? You know what I'm saying, about it? Or like even like as an artist, or when you know, a painter and you just painting drawings. You know, eventually you know, ought to seek a plan to either share it for profit or for research, or what, you know, for bringing love back.
For sure.
But you know, it's just kind of the whole purpose of it. But they kind of make it more so. I think the labels kind of give a more so a pressure behind that. Like, as far as they give a different pressure, but it's to be more popular, to get the clout. So it's like,
that's how they getting paid.
So artists like, artists should have TikToks. You should have to make, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, I talk to a lot of artists about making content, and a lot of folks don't really get what kind of content that they are good at. And, you know, and they might not be willing to get their clout through content necessarily.
Correct.
But I would say that you're more so like on a professional level of creating content that can turn into clout based off of the fact that you are a former cast member of a, you know, reality television show.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like trying to get away from that shit, to be honest with you, bro, because my thing was to go on that show to basically you know, turn the clout into revenue. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know I had the talent. You know, I got the talent, so, but they didn't display none of that. They try to, so I tried to curve a lot of that. So I actually dropped the album like time we got off the show. I should have dropped it during the show, but you know, it didn't work out like that. You know what I'm saying? I was hella busy. But yeah, like, you know, it definitely has helped me. It definitely been beneficial, man. I could say that.
So is it a situation where would you do, not saying would you do it again, but would you do another, because they popping up everywhere on different networks.
Yeah. I've been in talks.
So it's not necessarily a closed chapter,
No.
but it's just something that more so just you never really had to rely on.
Yeah, no, I never had to rely on it at all. Actually, you know, I'm with the music. I made more after the show, like just from making plays and you know.
I mean, yeah, you were signed before the show anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Saying, you know,
connecting the dots though, like, you know, that's what people don't know. Like, you know, I connect a lot of the dots from Kendrick Lamar to, you know, Shaggy to, you know, whoever. Like, you know, I done booked a lot of people. I done got a lot of publishing on, you know, I did Space Jam. I did a lot of stuff, man. A lot of movies, you know. So, you know, I'm just connecting the dots. I didn't need reality TV, but it did do me some good. So, you know, we're going to take it. We're going to use everything we can use to get where we got to go. But we ain't going to sell our soul, you know what I'm saying? So if I did another reality show, it had to be something real.
right.
If it's going to be reality TV, it's got to be real. Like, that got to be my real girlfriend. It got to be, everything got to be real. You know, you just got to turn the mic on like a podcast and just go. Okay.
Or it's a movie.
Yeah, yeah, I've been doing movies too. Yeah, for sure. For sure doing the movies. Yep.
What you think about the Tubi thing, man?
Oh yeah, shout out to Ryan, my boy Ryan, just Atlanta 10.0. He got a new movie on there. It's a wild movie, but yeah, I like Tubi because they support independent, you know, filmmakers. So yeah.
Yeah, definitely been a move. All right, so I guess I kind of might as well get into the topics, man.
BringLoveBack.com.
Because you said bring love back, and it's a lot of it's been a lot of beef going on with, especially with the ladies, man. The ladies been getting down, and I like what the ladies like when they rap, like
They rap, yeah, for sure.
but it is kind of funny or whatever. Not saying that them rapping is funny. It's just kind of funny when the beef that kind of come out of nowhere, like, so to speak. So it'd be like, damn, what really happened? Like, you know, did he steal money from you? Or, you know what I'm saying? You know, did you front her a verse and she didn't pay? Yeah. Like, what's going on with this Latto and Ice Spice thing? Like, it's like one of them. Like, just the other week we was talking Meg and Nikki.
Yeah.
Then this week is, well, it was still the same kind of week, but Latto officially drops Sunday Service, and she's saying it's not a diss song, of course. You know, not saying that it is a diss song, but she definitely returned shots, and maybe she shoots shots in the way with her rap style. Shout out to Latto, you know what I'm saying? But Sunday Service came out.
Shout out to Latto too. I'm on the album too.
And but Superbowl Sunday, Ice Spice was in the booth jumping up and down with Taylor Swift. Shout out to
That's a different type of class.
shout out to Ice Spice too, man. That's a different type of artist. Like, I'm just going like I'm gonna bring love back, and I'm gonna just say both things about these young ladies that I love.
They look good too.
I love that Latto don't see that shit. Her bravado, Latto's bravado, the way she rap, and she got a whole Latto. I'm gonna say it like that. And then Ice Spice, I just can't hate on Ice Spice because she's different. She got something different going on over there. And it's kind of taking, like some folks said, it's drill. And like, I sound like Mos Def talking about Drake if I kind of talk about Ice Spice.
Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Ice Spice.
But yeah.
I'm saying Yeah.
Think you the shit, bitch. You're not even a fart. Some folks hate on that. But that's hip hop like a motherfucker. Like that, like
shit, fart. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it might be like some folks say, "Oh, that's a bad line." I've heard even Drake do bad lines, so you know, even the best have gotten off a bad line. But when you hear a bunch of people say it, or you go somewhere and everybody knows the end of that, how that song is gonna drop, then you definitely, your opinion starts to curve once you have that experience. Mm-hmm. And if you haven't had that experience, then that means you probably haven't been around a group of women. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know, you're not even the fart anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to Ice Spice, man.
Like, yeah, y'all seen what I did there, man. But yeah, shout out to Latto, shout out to Ice Spice, man. I really don't know why it's a beef or not a beef, but rap battle. But what I wrote down, I was like, I didn't ask for ice in my whiskey, is the quote that I wrote for the week. You know what I'm saying? As far as my my take on those two and what they got going on. Cause I ain't asked for this, but at the same time, shit, I'ma drink it. Bad jokes, man. Bad jokes. But yeah. So then we got into Cali, and she another female artist named Cali. She dropped a record that was sampling Keisha Cole record.
Yeah, I
Love.
heard about that. Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
And we see a lot of that throughout the year, or throughout the future now of music, where it's like always. I ain't gonna say the future of music, because it's folks that have been sampling
for years.
For years.
Yeah.
You know, folks that we don't even have to be name names that have been sampling. You know what I'm saying, you know, with the best of them and make a lot of money off of it. Whether or not they get them cleared in time, or you know. Or decide not to get them cleared until you know they on either side. That's kind of a touchy thing. There's sometimes a situation where some folks will say that they were not even inspired, and they may even sample the flavor.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they for sure.
There's some people that may sample the flavor, and so we gonna just speak on. Well, you don't really have to speak on it, but I'm just kind of like informing the people what's going on. Of course, with Cali and Keisha Cole's situation, Keisha Cole decided to speak on it because Keisha Cole said that she put a tweet out that they didn't sample the record. I mean, they didn't clear the sample. Excuse me, they sampled the record, but they didn't clear it, and so. The other girl, I ain't gonna say the other girl. Cali say, you know, she responded like, yeah, I did, you know, clear it, whatever. And for whatever reason, it was a miscommunication, you know, and that's kind of what Keisha Cole was kind of expressing, that, yeah, I ain't really saying that you stealing my record or whatever.
You just ain't clear.
Y'all just ain't clear the record.
But you know, a lot of the times, like Cali, she young, right?
Yeah.
So her being young, you know, Keisha Cole older, so a lot of them kids getting them records from, you know, producers not knowing that they've sampled the record, because they haven't heard of Keisha Cole. You feel me?
Right.
So you know,
they just out here just
they
going
out here
crazy.
just going crazy on records. Like, man, you know who that sample is right there? So you know the shit we came up getting sampled right now.
And then folks just automatically like love it, so they automatically gonna kind of pressure the situation, because they gonna be like, oh, if they love that song, then they gonna already think they not knowing.
Yeah, they gonna know.
It's kind of like the ignorance of it. I don't really like the ignorance of my kinfolk, man, my black folk. You know, I don't really like when they do conveniently be ignorant.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I ain't know you had put out an album or that was your song. Like, I ain't know that was your swag or whatever. Like, I ain't know that was your aesthetic. Yeah, I just didn't see it. You know, they do a real.
You think they're research more at being in this industry, but like I said, a lot of people are chasing clout and they not talented. It goes back to that for the simple fact. Come on, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Shout out to Ice Spice, but Ice Spice, hey, a nigga can't tell me Ice Spice was growing up as a kid saying, "Mama, I want to be a rapper."
I don't know though. She kind of rapped like that though. Like she rapped like she might have actually really wanted to rap, and just end up coming out like that.
Okay, let's take her away. You know how many people out here? I know girls who are bottle girls right now, bro. Guess what they doing? They in the studio talking about big, what's her name, with big chain. They got everything. I'm like, ain't you the girl that work at the? Nigga, I rap now. I'm finna see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cause they seeing everybody doing it, and they saying like, oh, she look like this. I can do it. I got this.
But that is kind of a clout demon on the rap game right now. But that's what it's always have been. That's have always been hip hop for you know. I meant to say 50 years, but that's what's been hip hop. Like it's like when somebody's doing a certain style or somebody's doing, they see a door opening in a certain area, whether or not like they had the West Coast movement, then everybody like to flood at the West Coast. Right now, it became a clout movement and a different way to kind of feed. But it's a thing, like, cause we're not really even calling like no names of those that are on because of their clout, and more so those that are talented. But like again, there can be a combination of some folks that are talented and they are talented with the level of manipulating the clout. Good, right? Yeah. They're talented in the manipulation of clout, you know what I'm saying? I.e. Beyonce over the weekend, you know what I'm saying? She's also a talent, but also, you know, came up in the clout game. She has, you know what I'm saying?
Who?
Beyonce has uber clout as far as, like, hers is earned, of course. Oh, yeah. But to a certain level, some folks may feel the other side of that clout, like, so to speak, I would say. You know, it's just a flex that once you get it, and that's kind of like what Ice Spice has, like the commercial on the Starry's commercial. All they have to do is put Ice Spice hair on a freaking can, and it's like boom. I know exactly who that is. I know exactly that represents her music. Her brand is Trump tight as far as like.
Yeah, it's definitely she's definitely marketable. As
far as like what now has been created, so to speak, what people would say what has been created or what is developed for something else, like to push like a certain type of music. Now she's been pointed out about the way she in particular performs. And I also feel like she can actually, you know, get better with her performance level. But she also is a very new artist. So it's all like relatively, it's new. I feel like it's new. But this one in particular, with the way she came up, was kind of like one of those ones that was just out there trying to rap. And like it just, this I've heard that kind of style. And I was like, obviously that's what level she would be on. And the fact that she came up with something that's a whole different wave, mixed with the marketing, mixed with the ability to manipulate the clout, it's over with. She's out of here. You know what I'm saying? She's from 1 year, just being a regular person, you know what I'm saying, dropping music on SoundCloud, whatever, you know what I'm saying, like she can drop her music on, making it, you know, damn near herself in her New York small-ass apartment, or with the producer that makes the music, you know what I'm saying, in the small apartment, her and Glorilla, they had different styles that they tried to do, and when they got that style to kind of pop, and they got they was able to get into that clout engine, they now are different entities or whatever that, you know, like that's like, it's like almost like, I will say that the music really doesn't matter, but I would say that her music is, I don't know if she's pushing the needle in the music category as far as, but I don't think that that's the idea or purpose, because even dropping Barbie's World and them saying that it, like even teasing that it was going to win a Grammy. If they would have made Barbie's World win a Grammy, that would have been a catastrophic thing in hip hop. And the fact that Killer Mike won, once again, shout out to Killer Mike.
Shout out to Mike.
Sweep it. And I don't want to like just hate on that, whatever, like, but it, you know, I wouldn't have said what felt like that was a best rap song. But that also kind of brings up the conversation and topic of what's pop and what's hip hop, or can hip hop be both pop and be accepted and be cool? Because, you know, it's just a certain level of music. I feel like Ice Spice is pop, but she's also, some folks take her music to be drill rap.
I for sure think it's drill.
But she's a pop star doing drill rap that probably started doing drill based off of the way it's produced, but it's really pop music that so happens to be hip hop at the same time, and it's coming from Light Bright Candy Stripe with goddamn red hell. Yeah, man. But
at the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift.
Super Bowl with Taylor Swift. Like, so she thinks she the shit.
Oh, she lit right now. She, you know, she
ain't even no think though. But nah, man, shout out to both them women, whatever. I know I kind of like stretched that out, pause, but it definitely was a interesting conversation. And the conversation with Keisha Cole and Cali, because like, again, it's all based off of the fact that it's more so a clout chase with when you get a sample that you don't really clear, or you get like whatever you got going on kind of the wrong way and you're doing bad business. It'd be more so for the wrong reasons, and now one of those reasons so happened to be clout. So there was a situation I seen that you had dropped on the internet earlier this week where someone may have a song that's similar to yours, to where they can, is it a sample?
No, definitely not a sample. It's just a thing where, you know, you
so they didn't. It's not a clearing thing like Callie and Keisha.
No, not like that. But you know what's crazy about it is, it's an old record of mine that I've sent out to. I sent out to an affiliate of one of the artists that's on that album that we're conversing about. But and I've actually placed the record, you know, along with the pack that I've sent, that I say that, you know, that they've created from my original, you know what I'm saying, which is, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? So, but I just think like the idea was taken from me, and it's cool. I get it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, they could at least spelt the shit a little bit different. But it don't sound like mine, but you know for sure the idea was.
So there's a fine line between sampling a record and a producer making a record. Like he said, more than likely a producer's sampling a record and they don't know the ins and outs on getting it cleared, or maybe they don't give a damn about it. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, it becomes a release fairly fast nowadays when you actually have artists that push a song or they get excited by the song. But in this particular case, you saying that your song was it being shopped to be someone else's song?
Yep, for sure. My shit was being shopped, and my shit was for sure heard by, you know, one of the two people that was on that album. Cause I've actually recently had work with them, you know what I'm saying? I actually took that down, but
oh, okay.
Yeah, I actually worked with them, you know, on someone else's album, which they did the hook on.
I didn't record it though. I started to get you, but I was like, nah, you know.
Yeah, it's all
but
good.
nah,
That was my fault. So I take full responsibility for that. So I ain't really tripping. You know what I'm saying? I just started to push my records more. And, you know, mine sound totally different, but I know for sure they took my concept.
now there's a lot of times I actually see that, like, or been a part of that, right? And so I know both. I know kind of both sides. I would say I know both sides of that argument, and hip hop is kind of like a weird thing that everybody shares. And at one point in time, there was a time where the uniqueness was so important that you would know immediately if you have somebody that stole a concept or stole an idea or even the style or a flavor from somebody else. But now there's more of a lot of it sounds relatively the same.
Yeah. That's because I'm going to tell you what happens. You know, this is what I know happens. And sometimes niggas done went. So my cousin had a record, right? And he played it for someone. So he played it like maybe a year ago. So if he played it for somebody a year ago and they go in the studio with a Jay-Z or somebody, right? And they singing a song like, and they hear a beat, you know, they didn't forgot where they heard it from, but they've heard it if they, you know what I'm saying? And they get to singing it and Jay-Z like, man, that shit fire. Not knowing it, damn, I took that shit from my homeboy that I listened to at his crib that day. And then when the shit come out, go platinum, your homeboy like, yo, I played this shit. I played this hook for you. And you like, damn, nigga, you did.
That's that convenient ignorance.
Convenient, and it's a lot of that shit going on.
You know you didn't. I never heard that before.
Nigga, I played this at my crib. Hold on.
It don't sound like that one.
Come on, bro.
I'm gonna get conveniently ignorant.
Yeah. Come on, man. Like, yeah.
Nah, man, I'm sorry. But I've been noticing that, boy. I used to be the one to call out that convenient ignorance, boy. I know that you know. Like, don't act like you don't know when I know that you know that I know that you know.
If I go start a podcast 2 years from now, Doja told you, and they be like, man, yeah, you heard that? Man, I know I heard this shit from somewhere. Nigga, I was on the podcast. It's his shit. But, you know, that's what they do nowadays. Convenient ignorance. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's all good. What God got for you, can't nobody disrupt or take away from you. It's just gone.
I'm glad that you came on, though, with the love. Like you said, you finna bring love back. And, like,
yeah.
I still had to, like, kind of ask you about that because, you know, I know that.
He who angers you control you, man. That shit can't control me, man.
Yeah.
I've been so blessed, man. Like, you know, my parents healthy, my sisters, you know, my brothers, my cousins, everybody living, man. Like, I'm living, I'm healthy, you know. I got, you know.
Yeah, man. Why even get that energy? We got to, and I was just saying the other week, man, got to be more selfish with the energy, man, and got to be very selective. Especially if you have, you know, a goal with that energy. If you have direction that you're supposed to be using that energy for,
yeah,
you definitely have to, you know, move on, man.
Yeah,
and so, yeah, man, keep it moving, man. But yeah, man, that does actually, it's hip hop now, you know, as far as these folks is out here just sampling everything and kind of just like
taking the sauce,
taking whatever sauce they can get and trying to put together some type of meal but the meals are very, for the most part, microwavable, and it made there's hundreds and thousands of songs dropping daily, man. That's just a crazy thing to just even think about, like even just the idea of hundreds of thousands of songs that are dropping daily. So I know we ain't really have to get into all the new music other than that. Actually we do. Because it's all new music.
Oh yeah.
Because the Usher dropped some new music. it's the week for the new music because it just was Grammys, and I told everybody, man, that's kind of like how the rotation goes usually, and a lot of the big stars have been waiting for years. First quarter, but they've been waiting 4 years for this particular first quarter because of the 2020 pandemics of 2019, 2020, and just actually being able to put together a plan to get back outside. Yeah. So even with the Usher Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? How'd you like the Super Bowl, man? Who you was going for?
I was going for the 49ers, to be honest with you.
I was going for the 49ers too, man.
My boy Ray, shout out to Ray McLeod. He's a dope artist as well, man. Ray McLeod, number 3. Yeah, you got to get him on the show too, man. I
was going for the 49ers too, man. I was kind of I was kind of mad. I feel like they gave the game away. I feel like they blew it. They and I hurt for them to blow their opportunities. I'm not a 49ers fan. I haven't rooted for them throughout the year. Maybe you can say that it was me not wanting the same champion from the year before, which will, technically make me a Patrick Mahomes hater to some.
Yeah, that boy good.
I respect him though. He's a very talented,
unique player,
uber talented, unique quarterback. He lives a very unique life. He has definitely talent over clout, but at the same time, the clout that is created now at this point just makes him just a certain person that we just gonna have to deal with now forever.
Until Lamar.
Until somebody like kind of steps up and, make the decisions, I guess, and not throw interceptions but that was a game that, they was kind of supposed to win, man. They had Pat Mahomes on the ropes and they gave him an easy out. And it was he didn't look back.
Yeah.
He didn't look back after that one. And so, unfortunately, a lot had changed or whatever since that time. It's almost like doing the show every week even, you recognize that it's a pattern, but it's almost a random gun, or I don't know, it's like dice times a million with the role of the week, like that we will experience as a civilization, especially American, this new American civilization that is warped into something, like nobody can ever imagine, and it's still actually young and developing, right? But every week, man, there's so much going on. But like I do a show weekly, so it's like this particular week, a Super Bowl or whatever, obviously was like one of the biggest weekends of the year. And we just left one of the biggest weekends of the year with Grammys, depending on what world you're in.
Yeah. Everything moving so rapidly, basically.
Yeah, but it's still very uniquely random.
Yeah.
This
is where it's gonna be random, bro. It's
but it's also conveniently ignorant, and it's also intertwined conveniently coincidental to where Latto, Ice Spice, right before the commercials of Latto and Ice Spice, basically, like they have a little. I'm gonna take that's kind of like
marketing.
That's kind of like a bottom level of it. Then there's Grammy weekend, Beyonce wearing a nice cowboy hat at the Grammys. She's also been sending different messages.
Doing a country album.
But obviously that was marketing to say that a week later, during the Super Bowl, I'm going to release music, and it's 2 songs that's a country album. And I'm going to shake the game up. And by the way, I'm also get paid millions. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think she got paid. I'm ballparking about $30 million for the commercial, just to release. So it's like they paid her to do the promo.
That's crazy.
So that's crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Beyonce and Hov, man. That's crazy.
But she turns had appearance. Like I mean, it wasn't hard to tell what was going on, but it could have just been like, hey, I decided to wear this hat. I conveniently, coincidentally put this hat on. And now, you know, shocked the world by dropping this country album. And her whole crew coming with her. The whole the Beehive, like they can't wait to go to some rodeos now. Like those.
That's crazy.
The Beehive coming with her, bro. That's the beauty part of it, though. Like to just watch everybody like be just kind of hyped up about it and like, yeah, we with you. You know what I'm saying? Wrong or right? They're like they gonna ride for B now.
Every time.
Yeah, definitely. Like so they came out deep in their support for Beyonce this week, but she dropped a country song. I don't really know if I care though. I don't really care.
No, I don't care. I ain't even know she dropped it. That's how much I care.
I don't mean I'm hating. I'm a Beyonce stan. I don't really listen to country. That doesn't mean that I don't like any country song, but it's one of the genres that I might not like golf. It's not like I don't like golf, but I just don't want to watch it. And Beyonce, it's not that I don't like her doing country. I might not want to watch it so much. So, but I also would want to watch it because I would want to see her dominate in a different genre. So, again, either way, man, it's a salute and shout out to Beyonce.
Shout out to Beyonce and the Beyonce.
It was interesting. I'm gonna play the Texas Hold'em during the break. Definitely get into that, and we gonna see what it is. I'm gonna be as open as possible. I ain't gonna really be objective. I'll talk about it during the second half as far as how I feel about her doing country. But again, that was the marketing though. It was like the setup that you can kind of see from certain brands. You can kind of see it like, and this is going to be one of those years because it's an election year. It's 4 years after the pandemic, you know, and a lot of folks are in a new prime of their life, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of capabilities now. So I'm here for it. Super Bowl to say one of them. Going for the 49ers, but seeing them blow up at the same time. Seeing a very good game. It was entertaining. You know, they say it's one of the biggest, but obviously that even term is a clout term that NFL kind of going to create every year. Say, oh, the most people watch this one. And then maybe some folks that feel like it was because Taylor. Some folks, of course, obviously it wasn't because of Taylor. Some folks said it was because of Usher. But you add all these elements, you know, in Vegas, and I think Vegas gonna take that bet on their own city to make sure it's something like that or whatever. You know, now we going to New Orleans, and a lot of folks are asking the question, who's gonna do the next Super Bowl? Who has the capabilities to even do the Super Bowl? Do you have a answer to that question? Like, who do you think?
New Orleans?
I mean, well, not, even next year or possible, what artist would you say have?
You got to do Wayne.
Got to do Wayne next year.
You gotta
definitely.
I don't know what
I see
you
a lot
gonna
of folks say Wayne.
I don't know who you gonna put with it, but you gonna go to New Orleans and not do Lil Wayne. It don't make sense.
But Wayne is a big deal anywhere. You know, they do Wayne.
I'm not sure if anybody ever do Usher numbers unless it's like
because it looked like they want to do Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they had to, yeah.
Look like that's another setup, or I would say
if they go back,
it kind of has to go to another genre for. But
can't do R&B.
for a
Usher
sec.
pop though, you know.
But they could do. I feel like they could do anybody as long as they don't kind of repeat artists in the same camp. As long as they don't bring Beyonce back again, I guess they could do it. Even though no shade to Beyonce, it's a politic thing. Whole, you know what I'm saying?
Shogun bring
But you
Janet
still-
Jackson back. What she?
Yeah. But other than that, I would say I've seen people say Pain.
T-Pain.
Yeah, as far as saying an artist that can kind of do a Super Bowl. I've seen, you know, maybe I just seen that marketing of T-Pain being, but folks gonna have to put their
Flow
ring in
Rider.
that hat.
What's the guy? Flow Rider, T-Pain. Who the guy? Flow Rider. Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny, yeah, he can't do a Super Bowl.
He can pack that motherfucker out too.
That'll be, but he don't really have. I don't know if it's a global appeal, but it would have to make sense as far as the location. I would say.
If San Francisco go, he for sure can do it. If they go back, you know what I mean? Mexicans in that motherfucker.
But it ain't really about that. Like if they go, it's about, you know, the satellite location that the event is going to be at. You know, but no, that's a good. That's Wayne is pretty much the obvious choice, and then they feel that if you get Wayne, you gonna get Nicki, you gonna get Drake. You can have a lot of different folks that come with it. So
Sure.
that definitely is what I've been seeing. And the game was the game, man. Shout out to Pat Mahomes, man. Getting real close to being the GOAT out there. We'll talk about a little bit more sports in part 2. But I just wanted to wrap up with my boy here, man. Appreciate you for coming through.
No, for sure.
Letting these folks know what's going on. One more thing I kind of wanted to ask you about, or actually just kind of like a reaction to. Want to play a video you might have seen. It's like a clip, and get your reaction to it.
Yeah.
You might have seen it on the internet, but I'll let the folks check it out. That's not that one, but that one was an interesting one. And I think that's what I'm gonna do for you guys on the second half, is kind of start playing some of the clips. It's been a lot of trailers. It was a lot of commercials that came out this week. So what? Matter of fact, I'm pulling up the wrong clips. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. All right. So, how long you lived in Atlanta?
I've been in Atlanta 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah. So
Not a bad looking guy, I guess. Why aren't you married, sir?
my parents been together 40 plus years.
You come from a 2-parent household?
Yeah, 2-parent household. Shout out my pops, my mom and pops.
Nah, for real.
And
Nah, for real.
yeah, man. I was raised off of love and not survival. So yeah, definitely shout out my parents, man. Gabby's residential, man. My mama have home health care service there. Yeah, so you know she know how to nurture.
Oh yeah, shout out to that too.
Yeah.
Mother's Day on the way, Mom. Appreciate you. All y'all. But nah, especially yours, man. But yeah, so. Yeah, definitely, man. Shout out to the parents. I guess I might have told you off a little bit.
Oh yeah. 2-parent household.
But yeah, man, I always had to take the time to salute that, because that's kind of what I want to create too.
For sure. That's why I'm single.
So, but Valentine's Day was kind of crazy.
Oh yeah.
Valentine's Day was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You with it though? You with celebrating Valentine's Day?
Yeah, for sure.
Or are you one of those? Or do you feel like it's not really a holiday? I mean, obviously all holidays are made up. I don't really celebrate holidays that much, but Valentine's Day might be the one I've known to celebrate Valentine's Day. I've given some interest in Valentine's Day gifts. I've did the flowers, the bears, and all that stuff. But I also don't really think it's a big deal. So is that something that, you know, you say karma of a heartbreak? Like, I know you kind of like got that going on, but I know I was supposed to be playing this clip. So I guess I just warmed you up for the clip.
Yeah.
Because it's just
happened in your dating experience?
It's just what been the conversation, whatever. Like, a lot of folks say that it's Atlanta. That's kind of like would be kind of a reason why you should not be single, and a reason why you kind of are single. And this is a clip that kind of supports that particular narrative that had been floating around. But I think a lot of these clips are also plant. So I apologize, y'all, for giving my own part in the plant of this conversation. But this particular clip was interesting.
Pressure on black men, specifically dating black women. And I love black women. Social media and the culture has put a lot of pressure on us. This could be just based on environment. When I moved to Atlanta, you know, women here are very entitled. And listen, I'm not blaming anybody, so I don't want this to turn into
When you say entitled, though, what does entitled mean?
I'll say financially entitled. I feel extreme pressure. And I get hit on by white women, I get hit on by all kinds of women. But when I get hit on by black women, I immediately feel this entitlement of, I gotta pay for something.
Wow.
I gotta pay your rent. I gotta help you with your car note immediately within 2 weeks. Or I'm just saying what I've experienced. I'm not saying that's every woman. Nowadays, if I take somebody on a date,
$400
immediately, and I don't even drink. So if she drink, that's a couple hundred. If the hookah's 45,
Dessert?
lamb chops is 50, dessert. So by the time
Valet.
I was just getting ready to say valet. So we didn't spend $400 for me to see if you like me.
Say that again.
So it's like I'm spending. That's just the first date. You want to go out again. I didn't spend $1,000 on 3 dates just to see if you might call me back or maybe text me back. And then because you're a beautiful woman, if you don't like me, you can go get the next man to do the same thing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course she can, bruh.
Yeah.
But there's a lot to unpack there.
Here's the thing with that. Like, you want to hear my side, like, which.
Yeah. Is it true?
It's definitely true, but this what I tell. Like, women can say they go through the same shit here. Like, they can say that, you know, niggas ain't shit, and we say that women ain't shit. And when it comes down to, bro, it's the person you chose. So by a conversation, you know, because there's a lot of women that's up front, like, they'll tell you, I need you to do this. I want to go here. I have went on dates. I spent $500 on a date before, and I ain't even know the chick for real. And you know, and she wanted to come out to eat with me, you know, a second time, and I paid again, you know, because I like to eat myself, bro. I don't. If she want to tag along, you can tag along. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it came to a point where we were spending some time together, and so she asked me. No, she was like, I'm going out of town. And I'm thinking we dating. At that point, I spent $500-600. Shit, 2 dates. Shit, we talking, we dating, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So she go out of town. Her baby daddy, I guess he was a hooper or whatever, you know, whatever, NBA nigga, whatever. She say she going to the West Coast, and she said
she got a contract. Definitely got a contract.
She going to the West Coast, and she like she said I'm taking my son to see his dad. So I'm like, I said, so you taking your daddy to see your son? I mean, you taking your son to see his dad, or are you going to see your baby daddy? So she was like, in other words, she was like, I'm doing both. So when I questioned, I'm like, so how long you staying out there? Like, what we doing? Like, what is?
And this was after what? She told me, what, date number 4?
Yeah, this was like date number 3, bro. But you know,
after date number 3.
Yeah, but we talking, you know, we shit getting, you know what I'm saying? She feeling me. So, you know, I'm at that point. See, I like to ask questions. That would kind of throw me off sometimes, because a woman would be like, damn, you ain't even my nigga, you questioning me. I'm like, is you crazy? Baby girl, we spending some bankroll right now. I don't care if you say $500-600 ain't a lot of money. When it coming out of my pocket, guess what? It's a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
I don't care what your baby daddy do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'll treat you with respect. You gonna respect me. I ain't gonna belittle you. You ain't gonna belittle me. You never gonna do that. You can't chump me off. Cause, you know, I ain't no NBA nigga, but I ain't no broke nigga either. You feel me? So you can't handle me like a little boy. So, you know, you feel me? You can't little boy me. It ain't happening. It ain't gonna happen. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, she was like, you can't be questioning me. So that was dead after that. I was like, you know what, like,
Yeah, obviously.
we don't need to talk. I said we can't converse.
Fly away, birdie, fly.
Yes, because look, you know, like, and you know, like, man, you know what's crazy? Is some women out here that is cool. They'd rather be a side chick to a nigga who got a whole wife or something before they had their own nigga that's gonna cherish them, cater to them. And that's crazy to me.
That's crazy.
That's the crazy
Absolutely.
shit. You mean to tell me?
But it's convenient.
So
that's conveniently ignorant.
I know a chick right now, bro. She talked to a nigga. She done moved out of town to Atlanta for a nigga who already is married damn near. I'm like, and you know, I was conversing with her, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, cool. What's going on with your situation? Cause you obviously is this you the side chick to somebody, you know what I'm saying? And you ain't gotta be that. She was cold. I was like, well, if you gonna settle for that, that's how you see your value. That's how you value yourself. So I'm gonna have to remove myself from this shit because I can't do it. You feel me? So
Don't save her. She don't
No.
want to be saved.
nah, but you know, I'm cool
Don't
right now.
save
though.
her.
Yeah, like so back to that topic right there. Yeah, it's always about the person you chose. I think a lot of people don't ask a lot of questions. If you ask enough questions, you'll pretty much figure out who to date. You know what I'm saying? You can go from there. It's some women that don't want to. It's some women that want to go to Starbucks, bro. You could take a woman to go get coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean, at the same time, like you said, that also is true what he said, but I also would probably say, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But nah, I get it. Cause I actually, you know, it's all on, but you answered it right.
You go to the club,
I kind of got stuck.
Nigga, you going to Onyx
I've
every
been
night.
on both sides. I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, I ain't even doing that. Like,
I ain't doing
I already
it.
made that decision. I know what I'm gonna do.
Listen, bro. Come on, bro. We older. We mature.
Yeah.
We know when a woman wants you, bro. Listen, bro. When she wants you, it costs you nothing. When you want her, it costs you everything.
And you be wanting to give everything
Yeah.
when she wants you.
Yeah.
You be like,
Yeah, but so that's how you gotta
you be
play
wanting
it.
you be wanting to give more.
Choose who choose you. Like I just told you, the woman who wants you, it costs you nothing, bro. The one you want, it costs you everything. Let that sink in. That's it. So
Yeah, man, they be having.
So if you're making $50,000, don't date. I'm just being for real.
oh
You're
yeah,
not
they
ready
tripping
to
with
date.
this.
Again.
You know I seen that
You're
shit.
not ready to, you're not ready to date because courtship costs.
Okay.
Everything costs. You can go for 22 walks in the park. Eventually, shorty is gonna need a sip of something. She gonna be thirsty. This bottle of water is $3 in Atlanta. Let's not play. So if you don't have any expendable cash, don't date. And whatever that looks like for you, you might only make $50,000, but you live in a shoe, and now you got expendable cash. Or get you a bottom of the barrel bitch that's gonna date.
Now,
you
see, that's hate.
Have no money. If she doesn't.
Yeah,
have
why she gotta see my thing?
See,
is,
that was the hate part.
Yeah.
You need to bring love back, baby.
Yeah.
First off,
Yeah,
you need to bring love back. But
and look at her. I could easily tell her like, listen, okay, you got some money, but you ain't in the gym.
Making $50,000, don't date.
You feel me? Because it's women who don't make 50,000, bro. Think about this. This is why, like, you know, with the podcasters, yeah, some of them needed to. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the ones.
I love it though.
Some of these motherfucking podcasters, they need to really take these microphones and go put these motherfuckers in the garbage can and don't never cut them back on, connect them to
all
no.
us.
Yeah, because they giving false hope to a lot of people. It's like, baby girl, look at you. You have to really like she can't even make that statement about how's somebody bottom of the barrel. When you look at her, it's like you overweight.
Yeah.
If you overweight already, okay, you got some money. Who cares? Okay, money. Everybody got that. Nowadays, since the pandemic, niggas been getting a lot of money. A lot of people know plenty ways to get money now. But you unhealthy, you need to get your ass in the gym, and you gonna tell these people that they can't date with $50,000. Is you crazy?
Yeah, that's
Two people making $50,000. That's $100,000. Some people don't make that in 2 years. You feel me? So when you got two people making that type of money, you can't tell nobody they can't date. You feel
my
me?
bad. That's loud shots. I hit him with a loud shot on that one,
Because
man.
everybody not gonna.
Got to hit him with a silent one.
And you know who the most at ease people who at peace right now? The people who don't have a lot of money, bro. You feel me?
I mean, it's a program. As I joke with my brother a lot about the programming of the American society. It will have you confused. It will have you lost or whatever.
Yeah. You gotta unplug, bro.
But you gotta all plug in to what you gotta. I like to have my balance. You know. Again, I guess I mix my my ice spice and my cafe Latto.
Yeah.
but now I like, to get my balance of a little
Hood shit.
Yeah. And I like to say hood, or I'm gonna just say neg instead of nig. I've been trying to work on my not saying nig so much.
But
man.
you gotta pick your battles, and it's like that's just like straddling the fence, man. It's like, it's okay to, like you said, you like a balance, but you gonna have 10% of that. When you balance it out, you need to have 90% of, something that's feeding the soul, and the 10% that, okay, cool. That's a little fat over there. We're gonna eat healthy. We're gonna work out, but we may eat some lemon pepper wings here and there, but we ain't gonna eat too much of that shit. You feel me? We're gonna be juicing and things of that nature. So it's like, man, you damn near balance. So, it ain't gonna be no 50-50 balance at the end of the day. So, but my thing is, you got a lot of nothing, not enough of anything out here, and you got these people giving this advice to these kids, and it's like, so my thing to the kids is, don't take advice. That's the best advice I can give you. Don't take, especially from these overweight motherfuckers. That's like a motherfucker overweight telling another motherfucker like, you low value. You can tell by the way some people eat, bro, and they get to talking about value. You can tell how you eat that you not high value.
She said a woman that would take that is the bottom of the barrel. She definitely hated with that one.
Yeah,
though,
but what if a girl who's don't make as much as she does come in that take care of her body, take care of, what I'm saying, her credit is good, and see, some people they just need people around them to show them how to do things, bro. Think about people from Jacksonville or Montgomery, Alabama. People haven't seen the world. It's some hidden gems in fucking Fredericksburg, fucking VA that don't nobody know about. But I'm taking my gym and shining like a motherfucking. They like, damn, this motherfucker
They
cold.
definitely out there though.
You feel me? So it's like, come on,
It's
bro.
all on who. Okay, so we learning something, man. It's all about who you choose.
Yeah.
Who you choose to give your energy to, who you choose to give your time to. But at the same time, like you said, if you like finer things, so you are willing to share your finer things.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they not willing to. It's just a bad energy that's being passed around, and it's not really even like that for real. Because at the same time, if she really likes you, then a lot of that stuff don't really matters at the end of the day.
People out here gatekeeping, bro. God sent us to caretake, man. We caretakers, man. These people out here gatekeeping, bro. None of this shit ain't ours, bro. When you look at it like that, none of this shit ours, bro. You feel me? So we here to pass on this knowledge. Don't try to belittle people, because who you see on your way up, guess what? You got to see them on your way down.
Definitely, man. You checked out the Kanye album yet?
No, I ain't listening to all that.
I ain't listened to it yet either, man. I don't think I'm gonna listen to it, man.
Yeah.
It's like another one of those things. I don't know if I'm downloading that program as fast as I used to. I may only download I'm gonna try to watch what I download nowadays.
For sure.
As far as the programming of my brain, and the support of my dollar.
Oh yeah, and feed your soul, bro. Like,
yeah, definitely. So. Thank you, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like some therapy or whatever that I do every week with the podcast. But we gonna come back. I'm gonna let you do your thing, but I don't know. Politics and allegations, we might get a little wild because there's a lot of other stuff to talk about. So we gonna take a break and come back because gonna continue to try to bring love back, at least with one half of my show now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I might even just start doubling it up the shows throughout the week, because it's 101 now, but 101 part 2 on the way, man. Right now we got Tabius Tate in the building, and I appreciate you for coming through, my brother.
Peace and love, man. Love y'all. Bring love
Monumental.
back.
Let the folks know, how they can follow you, and your information. We're gonna go out to I Made It, but what other track do you have? Do you have a track that you wanna play other than? Because I love that track, brother.
Yeah, I like it. You can play that, man. Play that again. Run it back,
I like
man.
that. I like that track, brother. It's like, and that's a good.
Yeah.
It's election year, so I'm gonna tell you, bro. Don't
good.
stop pushing this record, bro.
All right, this
At
the
least, at least for the next 5, because it's one of them ones.
I say the broke boys turning to dope boys, and then the dope boys turning them bosses. Went from 100 to the back of a Rolls
It's the DOZHATOLDYA podcast, man. We'll be right back. Follow Tabius Tate on all platforms.
BringLoveBack.com, man. Y'all shop with me.
Bring Love Back. Oh, that's the. Is that one of the shirts? Yeah. Okay, BringLoveBack.com. Yep. Oh, so you for real with it, man. He for real with it, for real. You know, this is just not a podcast slogan. This is real life. You dig?
Jigga.
Give me that 500,000, fuck that meeting with Jigga. I know niggas who dead broke, they got a feature with Jigga. So y'all really think I give a fuck about me with a nigga?
That nigga Jigga probably changed your life.
Nigga, please, I know God, plus I've been sowing my seed. I'm one of God kids. Don't know what Ho did, but I know what God did. I know what Meech did. I know what Pac did. I know what my Uncle Curtis Tate and Soda Pop did. I know my brother Charles in heaven like don't stop, kid. Made it out the mud, it took a lot for me to stand in it. How you niggas make it out the hood but left your mans in it? The broke boys turning to dope boys, and then the dope boys turning them bosses. Went from 100 to the back of a Rolls Royce. Now we gon' ball until we go in the coffin and say, nigga, we made it.